Alright guys, so today Tyler's got his WRX here. We're doing another oil change on it today, and we got some other stuff that we're gonna do because, as you can tell, the front has good fitment, the back doesn't. And yeah, the reason why, do you want to explain what the hell these are? What these are and why we're doing this?
Saggy butt spacers that we were talking about in the last video, or a couple videos ago about this car. They prop up the ass end a little bit. It's generally used for when you're lifting the car. That's why I bought them actually. But we figure if we can put the spacers back in here and then bump it up another 1/8 of an inch, 1/4 of an inch, whatever, then maybe this won't rub.
It'll clear enough.
That is brutal.
Has it gotten worse?
Oh god, that has gotten worse. I haven't noticed that. This is what's worse. This was always like this, but that's brutal.
Oh, well.
I really hope it's enough to not rub.
I know.
Because I hate having that flush and this so sucked.
I know. Well, we'll give it a shot. Rotella T6 diesel.
The only owners who buy diesel oil.
They probably, I don't know.
It's going, but it's so slow.
The heat shield kind of gets in the way. It'll get easier in like a little bit of a turn. She's going. Oh yeah, there it goes.
Oh yeah. Great.
Great. Oh, yeah, we'll get that box.
Yeah, I guess why the fuck would I even bother? Whatever.
Yep.
I need to remember that code XG60607.
Why?
Because it's the same one I bought last time, and it saves me from going in there saying, hey, I'm looking for an oil filter for synthetic
Oh,
oil.
you just say, I want Fram XG6607.
I don't even have to. They're all on the shelf.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, and I didn't realize that, so I asked him. I was just like, hey, I need this for this car this year, for synthetic, everything. He walks over to the shelf, picks it off the shelf, and gives it to me, and I'm like, wow, now I feel like a dick. Like,
yeah, but either way, you need to go to the back counter.
No, you don't.
You can't, yeah, but they need to write up a bill for you, don't they?
They can do that up front.
Okay, oil change done. Now let's do the real work. So we're taking out the back seat right now because apparently that's how you get to the struts. So we're taking that out, and then we'll get the back end jacked up and get the spacers on.
All right, a little update. We've got this one in. Man, it's a bitch. Like it takes a lot to get it up there. We didn't have to take the whole strut out, but pretty much it was almost out, but it's in there.
Yeah, so like we really thought it was gonna be easy. Like we thought it would just be undo the top couple, and then like when I jacked up from like if I jacked up like just the body of the car, that I thought the suspension was going to drop down low enough so that there would be enough room to put it in. Of course that's not the case, so I basically just took out this top one, and then as soon as I started loosening this, the strut started moving a lot, so I was able to barely get enough leverage up there. So now it's in. Now we go.
Yep, that's one done. Now I've got to do the other.
Yeah, we're gonna put this wheel spacer on. When you're doing wheel spacers, torque spec. Doesn't matter if it's eBay or not, it's just all about the torque spec. So we got the other one done. This was a lot easier.
This one was so much easier. Well,
I think it's just because you kind of knew what to do this time.
Yeah.
But still, like, lining it up took, like, what was the time on it? 20 seconds?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this wasn't nearly as much of a bitch this time. This one just, it fit right in. There was, yeah, smooth.
We already took a quick look at the other side of what it looks like, and there is more clearance now, so.
Yeah, there was a lot more clearance with when we first initially did the install for the lowering springs. The front sat about this high, so it was enough to get my hand in there. It was a decent amount of room. But then the back one, obviously I can't show you right now, but it was, I couldn't even get my fingers under there. It would be like that, and that's it. That's all I could do. After, it sit about that high. So it's pretty much flush with the front, and hopefully that gives it just enough room so that when we lower it down with the spacers on and everything, they're in there, that it won't rub, because that's the problem. So hopefully, and hopefully around corners with the body roll, like there's not a lot of body roll, but just enough that before, with the amount of clearance I had in the rear, it would rub pretty bad, as you can see on the tire.
But the thing was, you were noticing it the worst when we had the sub box in the back. Like when we had, because we took it to the Japanese
Well, yeah.
show,
But then remember, I took it out of the back,
and it was still rubbing
and it
hard.
was still rubbing pretty bad. So not as bad, but still bad. Like every corner. So anyway, let's hope this changes it, because I really hate having the front flush and the back's just all tucked in majorly.
And lower than the front.
And lower than the front. Like I have no fitment. My fitment doesn't exist. So hopefully this will sort of fix that problem. If not, that sucks. We can take the spacers off and then keep those strut spacers in there so that at least it sits level. But anyway, we'll show you what it looks like after we're finished.
So this is the fitment now. It's better than before for sure. Try to get a decent thing of ride height. Yeah, it sits a lot more level, I think.
Oh yeah, for sure, it's more level.
Yeah.
Like I think it's actually like level now.
Yeah.
Not so
tucked in the back now.
so saggy.
Yeah, so now we just gotta take it for a little ride. So we just took it for a little spin, and the fitment is actually good. It doesn't rub stupid. So
I rubbed once the
yeah.
entire time, and it's only when we're going around a corner, all the weight's on one side, and you hit a bump.
Like a pretty big bump. Like if it's just a little bump, you nothing.
Yeah.
It's
So the two combined, it'll give a little bit of a chirp. That's
yeah,
it.
but other than that, it's good. So he's keeping everything on there, and yeah. So that's it for this video, guys, and stay tuned for more.